Balala. Yes, we have a whopping only 5 more Jokers to get to gold stamp, and I'm gonna reset this immediately because this set of things sucks. But let's take a look at the standings here and see what we're missing. For a start, Dusk. Now, I actually had a pretty good run going earlier today that had Dusk and another Joker that's in this list, until I ran into one of the 2 hard counter boss fights for me, and I had no out other than literally dumping one of the Jokers, which, on top of it being polychrome, which means that it would have killed my score, it also would have completely disrupted my combo, and I would have no way of knowing for sure that I could get it back. Oh, isn't this game delightful? Next up, we have Pareidolia, which is absolutely useless on its own, and quite frankly is absolutely fucking useless, even not on its own most of the time. Pareidolia exists to combo with other cards, like Scary Face up here, Smiley Face is in here somewhere, Midas Mask, which is also kind of not great unless you also have Vampire, which, hey, 3-card combo for getting up to plus 0.5x mult every hand. Yay. Oh, buddy. And also, of course, makes Ride the Bus completely useless. This card, I think this has probably become like one of my least favorite Jokers, period. The main thing that Pareidolia does is make you lose against 2 of the bosses. Sixth Sense. I have barely seen this card, like, in the past several days at all. It's also kinda useless. It has an extremely short shelf life. You want to get it early in order to get those spectral cards, and once you run out of 6s in your deck, that's it. You're done. There's no point in keeping it there unless it happens to get the appropriate enchantment from Wheel that could actually make it a useful thing. Hiker. Hiker is actually good. Hiker is an actually, like, usable Joker. It doesn't do anything by itself, but it basically, it sets up growth over time, and it works as a chip Joker in a way. So, not horrible. And lastly, number 5, it is, of course, Stone Joker. Stone Joker is extremely good, especially if you have a deck that's set up with a large number of stone cards. I play a lot of high card pivots, and that makes this a pretty good choice because stone cards are very good with high card. So what's the problem? Why is this in my last 5 Jokers where everything else is just like absolute dog shit? The problem is that it's a Joker that requires a type of card in your deck in order to enter the pool, which is fair enough. It does nothing unless you don't have. It does nothing unless you have stone cards. So fair enough, maybe that it stays out of the pool. The problem is that for some reason, it sure seems like those types of Jokers are obscenely rare, even compared to anything else in that particular rarity bracket. Like, these just do not spawn, even if you have a fair amount of stone cards in the deck. I don't know if it varies, if the spawn rate is dependent on the number of cards that you have in the deck that trigger off of the effect. But regardless, I've tried and I've tried and I've tried. This does not like to show up whatsoever. And the one time I did see it, I couldn't afford to put it in my build. So yeah, that makes me super happy. I can't wait to be once again personally victimized for 3 hours by this game. Oh yeah, I was gonna reset this run because reroll boss tag right in front of the pillar. No. The point of that is that I want to double skip on the pillar, and if a skip is going to re-roll the boss, then I don't see the point. Which reminds me of this really dumb image macro that I saw eons ago, where it's a picture of a pyramid with the top cut off, and it said, "I just don't really see the point of this." Hey, I told you it was dumb. I think maybe you may not have been prepared for how dumb, but I did say it was dumb. Oh, disgusting. The things you're giving me right now, game. I dislike that immensely. Well, I guess I'm just gonna have to deal with the fact that this is soon going to become valueless. I suppose I could just engage in some, like, extremely judicious use of skips. And at least hold on to this for a little bit. But sooner or later, I'm gonna be kind of up shit creek on that one no matter what. The game isn't going to give me that sort of kindness to continue to play like that, right? That's not a thing this game does. This game doesn't even understand the concept of being polite. It has never done it before in its entire life. Good to get this boss out of the way immediately, because we did just kind of pound a couple of nice cheap planet cards. Just absolutely started mowing down on those things as soon as we could, so anytime we don't have to worry about the thing that makes those, like, useless, I'm happy for that. Let's take bootstraps and try to make a thing of it. I'm sure the game is gonna give me no end of shit for wanting to play this card, but, you know. Because I think I've said before that actually bootstraps does not scale very well. Like, it's a little bizarre, actually. Because it seems like it should be fine, right? But I found that it is terrible, especially when compared to the Bull, which is the other, like, good scaler based on money. And yeah, I know, I just said that bootstraps was good. What the hell is wrong with me? But maybe I'm just already kind of pre-malding slightly. Take this, sell it, and take satellite. And yeah, we can afford to take that, yeah? Yeah. Unfortunately, these are all types that we've already had, so let's go for the pair instead. At bare minimum, this will feed us $5 per round. So right now we do have an acceptable thing going, I guess, at least. That one already. Oh, hey, I somehow haven't picked up a Pluto. Huh. Well, that's a weird thing for me to not do yet. And somehow the game hasn't immediately shoveled a Mars into my maw. That's even weirder. Next over, the mouth. Okay. Play only one hand type this round. Ew, 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 ew. I don't like this guy. He's a real jerk. And part of it, of course, is the fact that we have basically no discards. We have 2. That's not enough to set up the kind of hands that we want anymore. That's not a thing. Get our large chunk of money. Sell that. Unfortunately, the banana didn't die, so we can't, like, go roll for, oh, goodness. For Cavendish. So we're kind of just going a little bit by the seat of our pants here in that regard. Thankfully, we've got enough just regular multiplier jokers that we can still kind of get somewhere. Which all considered is pretty incredible. Also pretty incredible, I guess we have 7 out of 9 of the planets so far, but I'm shocked that I haven't been fed a Neptune yet, because this game just seems to love doing that. Like, hey, you want this planet card that you actually cannot put to use 99% of the time? To which my response is, the hell is wrong with you? Get out of my house. I get it, both of them. Anyway, hey, look, there we go. So, ultimately, I'm taking that to just sort of invest in my future here. Because buffing this is probably going to be the way that we get ahead in life here. At least for the time being. Because this is looking like our main joker for now. And of course, this banana is like the most durable banana that I've ever seen. Which is such a weird phrase, but also, let's be honest here. It's far from the weirdest thing I've had to say while playing this game. Ah. You ever encounter a banana that's just, like, incredibly sturdy for some reason? And you're really not sure how to respond to the concept? Guys, my banana's durability is too high. Fuck are you talking about? One sec. Yeah, sorry, there is a thing going on in another game right now, like this week, so I'm multitasking because it's time sensitive. At bare minimum, like, oh yeah, you're gonna have to deal with me sitting here and going another couple of times, but whatever. I'm sure that none of you are surprised to encounter me being confused by basic gameplay mechanics. You know what I can do is I can do this. And that'll be worth more points. By a decent chunk, too. Oh. Our enhanced lucky card is an 8, not a 9. Or not a 7, rather. I forgot already. Going here. What have you got for me, game? Anything of use? You've got one of these. Sure, I'll just stick that on some random card and ultimately realize far too late that I've made the wrong choice. Take a pair, reroll. I I need something to go in there, and the game needs to stop giving me trash for the whole thing. This is like the best thing I've got at this point, which is still absolutely mortifyingly useless. Like, oh boy, it gives me an extra plus 30 chips on this. Wow. Wow, I'm so glad. What an excellent use of my resources and not a complete waste of everybody's time or anything. Again, another reason why this card is a pain is because it's just so easy to throw your boosts away like that. Game. Alright, sure. That's stronger than the other thing by a good chunk, but I'm still not happy about it. Hangman. We're mostly doing pairs, so destroy things by 2s. Don't open that. I thought about it. Get our terrible first draw here. And at this point, I think I basically have to... Well, no, I can do this, right? It's not likely to get me anywhere. Yeah, especially because that didn't proc whatsoever, so, eh. But no, that wasn't a good run anyway, because it already started off as a huge mess. As these things are kind of wont to do. Alright, what have we got in store for ourselves? Hallucination to start with. I mean, okay, but I'm not going to be happy about it. Game, the least you can do is have that thing actually fucking proc for me. Well... It's off to the crashing and burning for us, because that's kind of how this game likes to do. It's like, hey, you did that setup. Now, how about if we just have it not work anymore? Like, you get out of there, enjoy not drawing anything. Cool. Well, I think we're basically right back where we started on that regard, so, eh. That's not very strong, but compared to having nothing in our supply here, at least it's something. Unfortunately, that's still, as you can tell, not very much. Money. Take that. It is eternal, but we're taking it anyway. those spectral cards could end up proving to be quite strong. At least in theory. Or they could end up being stuff like that. I mean, that's the other possibility you gotta be on the lookout for, is that sometimes the game will just be like, yeah, we're not giving you anything. And fuck you for asking. Yeah, well. This, I don't think, gets us out, but it gets us... Oh, it did get us out somehow. That's kind of surprising. Way this has been going... Hey, there's Stone Joker. Yeah, this run's about to crater hilariously, though. I mean, it'll be funny for you guys. I'll take Raised Fist, though. That is shockingly pretty good, I've found. So we can put that to use. It's not with a grip like that. Yeah, I mean, see, it can pretty readily provide 20 mult. It's a good card-ish. It's non-terrible in the barest of degrees. I was mostly popping that pack looking for a stone card. Take that. How strong is that? It's 18. That's actually kind of worth taking right now because, yeah, plus 17, that's a slight downgrade, but it's a massive, massive boost to the other thing. Also, yes, I failed to take advantage of the Cartomancer. That's... If anybody wants to be like, hey, you're playing the game in a really stupid manner, you're correct. But not necessarily in the way that one would expect or something. Alright, so this hand is not going to be as strong as it could be, but I think it's still a winner. Plus, hit both of our gold seals. That helps counterbalance the effect of this pretty well. And we're still kind of in the money right now. We're in a shape that I would vaguely consider to be roundish. So with this setup, though, with Raised Fist, there is something very particular you would like to do. And that is, you want to put your gold cards, or pardon me, you want to put your steel cards, rather, on the things of highest value. Use that just because it would probably be good to have that be jacked up if we have to get to Fortune Teller at some point. If we have to take that as our option. Which, you know, that's not that undignified or anything. I would love to replace that with something stronger, but let's see what we can do. Ooh, hologram. Oh, alright. So, let's hurt ourselves. Because ultimately that is kind of what's going to end up happening from this, is that we're probably going to be putting ourselves into a bad position for a little bit here. But we might be able to pull this out. And hey, we get our money back immediately, so... You know, we're not in the direst of straits yet, that's for sure. We're not like that one band. And yes, look at me making very, very easy jokes. What else is new, right? In fact, that's almost part of the bit in and of itself. Yeah, those numbers do make me sweat a little bit because right now hologram is actually kind of worthless until we can start building it. That's nice to have, though. That we can do some work with. That's a pretty good card. Pretty good thing to have sitting in that position. That, however, is just a dollar bill. Unfortunately, the game doesn't seem to understand very well. Could you fuck off with those already, game? Like, I kind of don't need that in my life at this point. But, well, that's all right, Retro. You have some good sleep. Words. Anyway. Grab our money from that, and yeah, that wasn't good mult that we got off of that, but whatever. We're kind of butting up against things a little bit here, but I think we might have a chance to hopefully pull ourselves out of this one. In theory, it's gonna have to be a really, really interesting theory here. Yeah, okay, just as much as we possibly can. Oh, that's close. Oh boy, I need things that boost this like yesterday. We'll take that. And we'll take that too. All right. Oh, white. Oh, yes. Oh, good times. Now the luck is starting to roll in a little bit, but I'm sure that that's going to change very soon. Bye. Oh, shit. DNA. This is a stupid idea that I'm doing here, but I'm taking that now. And, not finding anything. Well, we'll take the aura. Oh, it's no repeat hand types this round. That hurts my feelings a little bit, but okay. So, we'll use the aura on this, and trust me, I'm doing this for a reason. There is a strategy here, and you can see that it's... I'm not going to say that it's paying off yet, but... it did something for us. Yeah, saying that this is going to pay off is definitely a huge stretch. Because it's realistically not going to, but... I go for the 2-pair. Never mind, we got away with it. We probably shouldn't be getting away with it, but we did anyway. Get out of here, DNA. You made me kind of wee myself for the last... Oh, that's the worst place for that to go. Whatever. Hold on, I was about to say, why do I have an extra? But it's because I have that going. Right. Put that in, sell. And let's just go from here. See, I don't think I want to take another wheel right now. That seems a little bit useless. Speaking of useless, this has become pretty unhelpful pretty fast. Not a whole lot of places I can put that Sixth Sense to use right now, but eh. Alright. Going here. Oh, yes. Incantation. Oh, boy. Rest in rip to one of our stone cards, but I mean, that's still... I think we can live with the stigma here because we boosted our hologram by a whole 1x mult there. That's not small, is how I would describe that in a very generic manner. That was funny. I like how it procced that, but it still shattered anyway. Video games. I'm telling you, folks. Use that. Hey! Everything still seems to be coming up Millhouse for now. Which is a shock, and I don't quite know that that was the play, but we're taking it anyway. Boosting up pair is not a bad idea. Take that. How's that looking? X4. Ooh. One of my favorite of the Megamans. Thank you. Hey, this... if I say anything, I'll jinx it. But I'm feeling significantly more confident about this now than I was like 5 seconds ago. Take that. My card. Get our wasteful. Some discards. I'm really looking for one of those sixes game. I'm leaving that for now, but... I see the game is not really possessed of the kind of generosity that I would like from it, but I suppose I shouldn't be super surprised. Okay, now this is definitely gonna do it, right? Like, it has to. Also, I've got to remember, I have one more Joker slot because I took the thing. So I guess what I'm saying is, I'll take that, I guess. But I was about to say, come on, game, feed me a fucking glass Joker, and instead it gave me Dusk. Well, okay. I mean, it's a thing you can do. I won't be that mad about it. I will, however, be kicking myself in the somewhere sensitive because I forgot to take my Cartomancer trigger. I could have had something a lot better than that Lover's card. But I am not that smart. That'll probably do for us. For getting us over. Yeah. All right. Again, hopefully you all can understand why I feel like I have confidence here. Yes. Yeah, keep giving me all this little fun stuff game. That's not very useful, but we'll take it anyway. Chariot is nice to pick up because if and when that banana eventually bites the big one, because let's be honest with ourselves, it's probably going to happen, right? It usually does. Sigil. That's hilarious. So when the banana dies, I mean, then it can just be like, hey, yeah, Steel Joker is really good. Assuming the game feels like giving me Steel Joker anyway. It might tell me to go take a hike. And then I'll look outside and I'll be like, hey, the weather kind of sucks today. Can we postpone that? To which the game will just be like, no! And I will not know how to respond. Speaking of banana dying, there we go. So, come on, game. Feed me. Feed me, Seymour. Etc. I could sit on that for a bit, but it's not ideal. Ooh, anything good out of that? Crazy Joker. That's... I'm gonna go with no. But hey, it might be worth trying to play for straights for a couple of hands. Till I can actually get to something good. Yeah, I mean, that's enough to not get me over the line. Damn. Well. What's the rest of the deck look like? Okay, I have hella jacks. I'm throwing the jack out, actually. Never mind. Anyway, fuck it. We're going for 2 pair again. Come on. Oh, that was worth nothing. That was, like, shockingly pointless. I'm amazed by the fact that that was such a waste of my time. Oh god, we're cutting it real close here. I have to sacrifice the blue seal. Oh, I wish I could get those to trigger even when I'm on the play. But unfortunately, the game is a cruel, cruel motherfucker. Hey, stone card. Yes. 7 of clubs, 6 of diamonds. What's our numbers look like right now? We have more than 4 sixes, which is kind of funny because, like, that's not how that's supposed to go down at all. We have been, like, shockingly fortunate with those wheels. I think we've had every single one of them proc this game. That's wild. That's bizarre. Alright, take that. Give me a Luigi board. I'm not interested in that. I don't know if this is going to get us so... Oh, never mind it. That's right. We're in dusk territory now. We are... Oh, my... I am clenching every time that happens. I don't like playing with this, but... I mean... It's strength those two. I'm reaching such a point where I almost could just be like, okay, yeah, it had to fail eventually. Whoa, that was a huge... Absolutely ridiculous high card. Never see the likes of that again. tower. Yes! Yes! Another steel. Go in here. Let's take more pair. That's fine. That's... Ooh, supernova. Oh. Oh, yes. Oh, and it's polychrome. That is a monster of a pull. And not a moment too soon, my friends. Chuck that and do some of this. Like, yeah, look at those numbers. Unfortunately, I have a feeling that the boss is still going to sit a little bit outside of our pay grade. But it's not for not trying or anything, so... like, take what we can get while we can. All right, game, you've got an opportunity to feed me something really, really good here. Come on. That's quite helpful, actually. I do appreciate this. That's like a really good, nice drop. I would much rather have pulled an incantation, but I will not complain about that. Take that. Hey, we're up to 125 on that Stone Joker. That's pretty solid. Justice. Take one of these. All right, come on. One more tower. Or an incantation. Damn! Oh, well. This is it, gang. This is the biggest, brassest ring. And that's useless. Thank you, game. I love you too. You dick. Alright. Blast that, and... let's see big numbers. I was really hoping for significantly bigger numbers, but... if we can parlay this into something a little bit less terrible... I mean, we're actually doing, like, really good with these, and also, I mean, with all these steel cards, our number... oh my god! Oh! I can't believe that worked! And we got 3 for that! That's... I'm never going to be that lucky ever again. On the other hand, I'm kind of impressed. That puts us within range, in fact, of being able to get this done tonight. But I don't know. Anyway, it's funny because I literally said something in the stream title of I'm on the home stretch, so there's no way I'm gonna get any of these. And then I immediately pull 3 of them in one go. Wow. All right. So yeah, now is where we go and we pull open the collection and we look at everything again because I kind of need a cigarette mentally after that. And you can see it's Pareidolia and it's Hiker that we're missing. One of which is usable. One of which is awful. We're gonna need like an absolutely runaway run probably to start off with before we pick up Pareidolia. Otherwise, it's probably going to end up being a dead slot or just doing too little to enable a combo at any point. But yeah, give me just a moment here because yeah, I'm again, because I'm multitasking through this stream like an absolute fool, and also I'll be right back because yeah. All right, everybody. We've got only 2 Jokers left. And they're both uncommon, so a little bit of re-strategizing here. I am going to take every uncommon tag I see, even if it's to my detriment. But I'm going to try to take only those, just because I want to push the issue a little bit in order to like make it significantly more possible for them to show up. And I think that that's a good way to do it. I no longer have to worry about stone cards either, which pleases me greatly. Oh god, Invisible Joker would actually just whip the llama's ass right now. Just for purposes of buffing this thing up. But hey, while we've got time, let's see if we can't pad out the numbers on this particular Joker slightly in order to make it a real powerhouse. In fact, I think now it's already so strong that I can probably just literally play it and just play any hand and it'll just be like, hey, yeah, you... Anytime you get a boost off of it, it's still a winning hand. At least for this fight. Like, yeah. Not quite, but hey, that's actually even better for us. If we can get one more opportunity for a... I'm gonna push it even harder. Oh, and then I fucked up. Well, that's what I deserve. Can't lie, that's kind of what I deserve here, but also, boy, I'm dumb. That was deeply unfortunate. Sell, buy, use that, and yeah, okay, let's go for another Joker. And just take it and sell it, because both of those suck. Hooray! Ooh, Glass Joker. Sure, let's go for it. This is probably not the smartest move I've ever come up with, but we're also at such a point right now where it's like, okay, I mean, I've got a good thing to start with, but this isn't necessarily gonna carry me to the end all by itself. It's gonna need some backup. Going here. You got any more of them justices? Nope. Can't buy no judges? I thought this was America. Vampires showing up at, like, not a good time for the kind of build I have. Thanks a lot, Nicolas Cage. You're... I'm gonna say you're not holding up your end of the bargain or something. I don't know. He's just sort of hanging out in the background. Square Joker. Sure! Let's get silly. I love to pick up this incredibly useless thing this deep into a run, right? And by incredibly useless, I mean it's actually kind of good. It's not that good. Alright. Come on, break. Nah, darn it. You were supposed to hold up your end of the bargain. Eh. What am I doing playing any of these loser hands? I should be playing only 2 pair. Anyway, our glass card broke. Hell yeah. That's what we like to see. Catch me out here not paying attention to chat because of me being a buffoon. Oh, look at what game I'm playing. Makes total sense now. So that's gonna hang out and be kind of nice for a little bit. But I'm actually now gonna be sitting here like, ah, yeah, I really wish I could get more of them glass cards. Take this. That's pretty good, actually, you know, as long as we just continue to not find things that don't matter for us. I think boosting the red card is actually stronger than taking the Pluto in that case. Don't take my word for it, because I'm not an expert in the field, but I believe it is. And pile these windows properly or something. Green Joker on this build? I mean, let's go for it. I could immolate for the money, but I think I'll just deal. And speaking of just dealing, the game just dealt me a really solid hand. Alright. Yeah. No, don't skip that. I mean, I know that I'm just kind of sitting here, like, playing out a pretty basic setup here. And ultimately, I'm going to end up coming to the end of this like, hey, I am not going to be able to socket in any of those new jokers to win, but I like to think there's a chance. Alright, jumbo pack. I'd rather take the boost than the $5. Okay, this may be where our adventure comes to a close, gang, because this wall may not be very surmountable. Not without a little bit of luck and some elbow grease. As I proceed to take away a fair amount of my elbow grease, leaving me with nothing but luck to carry me through, and I think this might actually get it. It's not gonna be a very easy... Yeah, we just squeaked by that. Like, that's less than 10% of... We're in less than 10% range there. It wasn't pretty. But we lived, and that's sort of the important part here. And by sorta, I mean... Whoa. However, at least that makes it much easier for me to recognize how surmountable the next few obstacles are going to be, because... Yeah, like, that number that we just saw at the end of that wall is not going to show up until the end of this, and it's not even gonna... It's gonna be a little over, but only a tiny bit. I'm leaving the 5 because I'm hoping that the glass card has a chance of showing up. Instead, we get a different 2 pair that we can take. Oh, it did actually complete. I was like, don't complete, don't complete. I want a chance to get that. And, I mean, guess what it did? Real fucking cute game. On the other hand, this is kind of reminding me that ultimately, with the amount of planet packs that I'm skipping, it doesn't matter too much if I bother with the steel cards in this run, because it's not going to boost any of my multipliers up here. As once we get to this stage, that's it. We're already past it. Finito, etc. There's a joke here. I'm gonna just not do that, actually. Yeah, and just keep building this. This is turning out to be pretty good, but I think most of that is because it has an enchantment on it. And by an enchantment, I mean an addition. I've started calling them enchantments for some reason, and I don't know why, other than the fact that they are reflective and, you know, certain other games that aren't really roguelikes have that as a thing for their enchantments. So that's a whole other story. Yeah. Give me that 15 bucks. And go in here. Then nada. Nothing of any real use there. I'm tempted to go into this and see if I can find another glass card, but I need to grow these other things. Like, that is decidedly more important. Decisively even, for that matter. Which is slightly different from decidedly. But only slightly. Glass? No glass, but there's that. And that's pretty good too. Take the money. And go in here and leave. Yeah, 3 of a kind. I haven't seen a whole lot of those this run. For reasons that are perhaps unsurprising. God, I really am just sitting here hoping for that glass card to have shown up. And nothing doing. Go for it. Yeah, the green Joker is really starting to outstrip the red card. I almost called it a glass card, which is not correct. Speaking of which, yeah, we'll take that over taking your red card buff. Now just push it to the limit. The limit, the limit, the limit, the limit. The limit... wait. For this. Try to get as close as we can. Oh, we went over. Never mind. Take 20 bucks. Open another Arcana pack. We can skip on that. Take the ball and take a quick roll. Nothing. Come on. Break! Oh, yes! I was even clenching my hand there for optimal, like trying to project the force into the not real card, you know? Even though obviously that would be like stupidly hazardous. It's literally made of glass, you idiot. But that's how enthused I was about the possibility of boosting this up. Show me the money. Yes! 2 in 1 go. Let's have a good time, everybody. This is going places. Yeah, we skip on that. Check in here. Nope. Yeah, we'll take the Pluto, because that one's in the shop, actually. And tragically, none of the 2 Jokers that are left showed up in this entire round. Well, it is a thing that cannot necessarily be helped, so whatever. The rest of my commentary on the matter is minimal, but I think the rest of this run is also free. Like, that'll sink it. That's gotta do it. Yeah. So, easy round. As you can see, Glass Joker actually is really good. You just have to actually get it. Now, of course, just for a good laugh, let's take a look at the very end and see if either of these 2 chuckle fucks that we're missing are here. And shockingly, they are not. I would expect the game to give me a bit of a taunt, because that's how this game likes to operate. Shouldn't have thrown that queen out, I guess. We're looking for a queen no matter what here, and we're not getting it. Classic. It's okay. This sort of thing is very hard to actually get a win on, because double skip straight to the pillar, you are going in there absolutely raw. You have no recourse whatsoever. Which, needless to say, can be a bit of a problem. Ah, yeah, hey, look, there's our basic jonkler there. There's a holographic ride the bus. That's good, but I really wish I could go back in time a second there and just be like, okay, can I at least go and take the generic Jimbo out of the shop first? Unfortunately, this game doesn't let you do things like that because... Yeah, so now this is useless. Get out of here. That's fine. I'll take the extra money. I mean, obviously, I would rather the game could actually throw me... Well, okay, I don't want Pareidolia now because that makes this thing actually useless. And then I'm right back to square one. Who knows, maybe I'll just start opening the absolute nuts out of the rest of everything in this round. It won't happen, but... What if it did, right? No, wait, I want to see if I can set up where I have 2 4 of a kind in the hand. That would be really funny. It didn't happen, obviously, but it would have been fucking hilarious. I stand by that statement. Okay, go in here. You know what? The hell with it. Let's see if we can get something nice out of here. I was trying to build up interest, but the booster pack interested me more. Wow. Sometimes you just try too hard for a joke, and then there's other times where you try way too hard for a joke. No, don't click the king for the high card, you fool. You don't want to waste all of this build-up you've done on this, because, I mean, sure, it's only to +5, but that's still good. Play only one hand type this round. Well, I think that's doable. We should be able to... Oh, I'm suddenly quite nervous, actually. I don't know if we're gonna... Yeah, I think we're not getting out of here. Especially with that not triggering and the game deciding to dump this shit on my conscience. Well, these things happen. That's like the most you can say at this point is like, wow, a game based on luck and I had an unlucky run. Oh well. This is a game that you have to be able to, like, absolutely tamp down your rage for. And I know that I don't seem like the sort of person who's capable of that, because certainly we all saw and heard when I was playing Crash the other day. But I think that I'm actually shockingly able in that department. That... Discard, discard. Oh yeah, I can't buy that anymore. Whoops. That seems like a fair way to summon the Wii Joker to a later shop, right? Just start deleting the 2s. Ah, that banana would potentially be pretty good. Just in case we suddenly have a potassium emergency. I don't have, like, a fanfare at the ready for that, so... You'll just have to imagine it for yourself. If I... The one time when I'm like, oh yeah, Stream Deck might be useful. That's a big maybe, but eh. Come on, give me a judgment. No, and you gave me a completely useless set of things. I'm pretty sure this run is toast. Because we really didn't pull anything out of that first shop, so... What really can I expect? We got this, but like... Whatever. Skip for the 25 bucks and... Go... For... Whatever works here, I guess. Open this, and... Delayed gratification is something that we can put to use later. We got going on here. Alright, you want to give me a holographic? No, you don't. Okay. And once again, a perfectly fine run ruined by bad luck. As it frequently goes. No, 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 don't do that. There's one more. Fuck you, game. Alright, fine, I'm gonna push for the... Jesus Christ, I'm pushing for the flush anyway. But also I'm getting very annoyed about the fact that the game no longer seems to know what that fifth spade card is. How much... Yeah, okay. It's like, how bad are things going on with the rest of the deck? Well, we left this with $4. That's... I was gonna skip for the second coupon tag. So now I've got to hope that this booster pack has not dog shit in it. And oh boy, that is some incredibly dog shit. This is making me extremely unhappy. And of course, I'm sure that you've all noticed that we haven't seen hide nor hair of the things that I actually need. Because I am trying to beat the game with specific things, because that's the goal that I'm going for here. So things like this don't do anything for me. At all. And at least this does something funny, I guess. Take that, I suppose. That's applicable anywhere. tens are at least a pretty good rank. If we see the walkie-talkie, that will be quite helpful. I suppose my hope is to graduate from this pretty quickly, because I don't really like that very much. On the other hand, I do at least like when the game gives me one hand that is an instant win for this area, but... Ugh. Really? Well, I guess it probably would have gone over if I had had that last card not debuffed. But, oh well. As I feel I've said before, this game definitely has a bit of a mind of its own, and it uses it exclusively for evil. That's worth, like, nothing, because, yeah, this obviously is not powered up whatsoever. Alright, just push for more 10s. Hey, there we go. A 5 of a kind is no longer an instant kill, even without any scoring mechanics. Well, good to know, I think. Take the astronomer. I don't like the way this one is set up, but it will do something for us at bare minimum. Take that. Yes, a little bit more on the swashbuckler. Do I want to pick up the flash card? That way madness lies, I think, but... yeah, sell it, reroll. Hey, look at that. Get a load of this. Oh, I'm getting a load of it, alright. Presumably straight in the eye. Okay. I'd say, wow, that would sounded more inappropriate than I meant it to, but... let's be honest here, right? Just... that didn't win it for us. Well, shit. I guess that zany choker was actually doing some good for us. Never mind. Well, I'll be honest with you, I probably deserved all of that, but I'm still not going to be particularly happy about the results. Nah, it's fine. That wasn't really a good run. Oh my god, game. You are really, really rubbing salt in the wound here. I don't know what I'm doing tomorrow. I'll be honest, I usually don't know what I'm doing until, like, right before I stream most of the time. Or, you know, by right before, I mean within a couple hours. I may double check what randomizers are interesting. I may look at the new Vampire Survivors DLC because there's new Vampire Survivors DLC, and it appears to be, I believe it's free, which is nice. It's good to see at least one game company out there that's like, hey, we're continuing to expand our game after we release it, but at bare minimum, we're not going to charge you out the nose through it. For it, pardon me. Which, you know, in this day and age, the fact that the bar is that low is kind of depressing. But hey, I won't be unhappy, right? On the other hand, every time I look at Vampire Survivors, I'm like, do I really want to? The game kind of plays itself a little bit at this point, especially for me, where it's like, hey, I've got a strategy that works. I'm just gonna do this thing, and then I can literally walk away from my computer and I don't die. The idea is good, but, like, my thing is, you know, shelf life, right? Pick up hologram. Hologram always makes our run. New NSO Genesis games. That's nice and all, but I'm not paying $50 for Genesis emulation. Especially not for games that I already own through the Steam collections. I just have regular Switch Online, so yeah, that wouldn't be a thing. I guess there's the whatever there is on SNES and NES now. Last time I played with that, did we already see them add Nobunaga's Ambition? I mean that in the sense of, like, I know that we've discussed that they added Nobunaga's Ambition, but did we see that in the menus? But, because I'm trying to remember how far back that is, basically. Regardless, I mean, I could look at some of that stuff and be like, hey, I don't know how to play Nobunaga's Ambition, and I think that I'm likely to need a little bit more documentation than I have gotten out of this to be able to play Nobunaga's Ambition. Because I'm just going out on a limb here that they probably only gave you so much manual for that. Right, yeah, I knew it's been out for that long, but it was just one of those things of like, hey, did I actually point at it and go, hey, Nobunaga's Ambition. I remember that game series. Mostly because I remember learning that it was one of the small number of things that can use the Sega Genesis mouse on the Sega Genesis, not on not on any Nintendo hardware. That would be really strange. This is a tragic set of things here, but hey, Judgment. Alright, sure. Let's take that and go in here. I'll use the Fool to get Judgment there, and that's not useful to me in this condition. Don't be ridiculous, game. Or do. I can't really tell this thing what to do. Besides, this game is thoroughly unhinged. It wouldn't help. 1 second. 1 second. Go in here and take a free, well, asterisk. Hologram buff. Go in here. Some more of that. As we continue to just push the limits of good taste on this one a little bit. Where's the third ace? Yeah, I mean, I would love to just take advantage of that, but I want the planet card more. For once, the money means nothing to me. Ah, game, you're funny. Spectral Pack has a chance of doing something better than what I've... No, I should have taken the other pack. Oh, I couldn't have afforded it. Never mind. Well, disregard whatever I was thinking. I mean, that's just a good strategy for negotiating with these streams anyway, so... Whatever I was thinking to say, don't worry about it. There we go. There's our 3 of a kind. And that lights the numbers on fire. Absolutely. We are in good shape with that. Ooh, I'll take a lucky cat. It'll never work, but I'll take it anyway. On the off chance that maybe it decides to one day. Numbers look like. Oh yeah, pair is massively overtaking 3 of a kind. I probably should pivot while I've got the chance. Oh, wow. Already getting the boost on that. That's pretty solid. Unfortunately, that Dusk is going right in the turlet where it belongs. And actually, I'm going to hold on to it for a minute. Because, technically, there is a chance of me seeing Temperance before I see another Joker that actually matters. The game is really making me pay for my hubris here a little bit. But this should get us there. That get nothing. Dang. Well. Oh well. No repeat hand types this round. Alright, so we'll open up with this, because this will at least trigger that and get a bit of a boost. It ain't much, but it's honest work, or something. Take the pair. And take this as well. Hey, wow. Managed to get out of there on not our last hand for once. Makes me feel a little less like I'm living on borrowed time. Only a little, though. Hey, there we go. I told you that that was a possibility. I told you, and to be fair, you actually did believe me, so... disregard whatever I was about to just say. It's that, and... get our grabber. As I continue to just hold on to this thing like some sort of absolute goofball. Well... yep, as usual, Hologram is one of those cards that just kind of makes your build very easily. Very handily. Very powerful card. Take that, and... 1 second, everybody. Pull the chat out from under there. Go. We're gonna leave that guy in hand. Yeah, I was gonna say, because I know that that's far and away like the most common of our card type in the deck, right? Yeah, 7 jacks. The one time we've accidentally hit the road build. Here. Sell. Y'all got anything, like, not garbage? Flash card. Oh, this is not a good time for a flash card, but we get something better. We get something not worse. Look how close that was to a straight. That's funny. Thank you, game. Thank you for the comedy bit. Unfortunately, this doesn't trigger on jacks. So... it's actually kind of... not our ideal card, to put it mildly. Like... ugh. What an absolute pisser. That, going here. I probably should just sell this, because it's like, at this point, the odds of me actually putting this to use seem pretty low. But I refuse. Honestly, I probably should erase the gold effect from any of these cards, because I don't really care about that. I've spent most of this game all the way down in the negatives, money-wise, so, like, it doesn't change anything for me. But also, now we're really cracking on these lucky cat procs. They finally exist, everybody. I told you, but you didn't believe me. Actually, I didn't tell you. I told you the opposite of that. I said they were completely fake. And it felt like it at the time, to be fair, so... take that one, I guess, because that's probably the best card there. Oh, that's a funny thing to see. Speaking of funny things, I probably should have taken that Pluto. Oh well. Move that to the end. Say just for optimal scoring in case that procs, which it did not. Now, if I can turn these jacks into queens, then AAA is going to basically prove to be like the hardest of hard carries here. But that's a pretty big if. Oh, that's fun. I mean, it means that I'm basically going to be, like, pinned entirely in terms of any of my... Oh, wait, no, the upcoming boss is the mark. This is where things tend to just go absolutely to shit for me, is when this becomes the boss option. I was hoping for a quick and dirty grab there, but nothing. Also, maybe I shouldn't call it that, but too late. Too late now. Yeah, I think we're toast. Just didn't have it. Well, again, this is why I don't like any strategies that rely on face cards whatsoever, because that tends to happen. You tend to get thrown a boss that just ruins your entire life. And I do mean your entire life, including everything that you've ever been involved in that doesn't relate to Balatro whatsoever. Just all of it, all down the toilet. I don't know how it does it, but it sure does. Oh, hi. I'll come back for that in a second. Don't worry, I'm not going to be a complete buffoon, except for the part where I am. Take that, and that, and, yeah, that hack is going straight in the garbage. I'll take this instead. I'm sure that I will be made to regret my decision for that, but... it's worth a shot. If we can get things that give us any sort of procs off of our face cards, this will prove to be very strong. Otherwise, admittedly, we are kind of putting ourselves in a position that's a little bit nerve-wracking. Speaking of putting ourselves in a position that's a little bit nerve-wracking, that's kind of what I'm doing right now. Because I really want to push the score on that square joker. I want to make this thing useful. It's actually kind of a halfway decent card if you get it early enough, and I feel that we did. Take splash. And move forward. Now here we're just gonna go for our two pairs, because those are pretty potent and they're not hard to get. Until they are, but we'll find out about that some other time, I guess. Woo! That's right. That's right, game. I think at this point, maybe I'm slightly owed. I don't know what the play is here, if anything. I guess we'll do this. Oh, hey, these are both worth the exact same. Funny. Alright. Now I push for that, and yeah, Splash is doing a little bit of work on giving us some extra chips. It's giving us a little hand here for a start. Unfortunately, I do admit that here is where things get a little bit, like, scary. I might be being really stupid by not pushing for that sooner. Oh, boy. That was close. That was not very smart, what I did. Alright, come on. Give me a... Well, that's not what I was looking for, but that's still pretty good. You got green Joker. Okay, I feel confident about this for now. I don't think I should, but I do anyway. Go in here, spend our little bit. Yeah, we'll take the Mercury. That's pretty useful. Although now seeing the every card get pulled up for a splash is throwing me off a little bit. It's alright. That's not really a real problem. If we're being completely honest with ourselves. Like, oh well, I'm getting slightly confused by a thing in a video game. It's not the first time. It won't be the last. Okay, yeah, so we can turn another 2 into a king. Works for me. Go in here. I mean, we can just keep making kings if we want to, but... I am going to do that, actually. I was like, I should not wheel. Anytime there's that part of your brain that's like, hey, click wheel, it'll absolutely work. It'll give you that dopamine rush that you've been looking for. It will not do that, actually. It will give you the opposite of that. And I just keep cranking that up. This feels like a build that works, at least. I'll say that. Like, I don't think necessarily that I know for sure that this will win, but it feels like something that you can actually play off of, right? We got our chip jokers, we've got our multipliers, we've got very easy to play hands, which works great with this. Let's turn that to stone. And continue ahead. And since most of what we're playing is just high card and stuff, and really the only thing we need to worry about is make sure that we play 4 cards exactly in order to crank up the square joker, Manacle doesn't bother us. I mean, it's probably one of the bosses that is the least concerning to me at any given point. Except for the times when it suddenly becomes an issue. But I don't know where I'm going with that. Just but, I guess. Only 1 T though. Don't. Ooh, add negative -1 hand size. Perfect! Yes! Just let me get more stuff at some point, I guess. That is maniacally handy in a case like this. I don't even need that much hand size, really. As long as I'm able to continue to draw 4 cards at any particular point, everything will be fine. That gives me a little bit more wiggle room to, in case we see something else that's good. You know, on the off chance. It could happen. Going here. Going here. That. Yeah, I'll turn those into some of those. I mean, that could come into play. This, however, won't. And give me the $19. Take a reroll. Raised Fist is very good, but do I want to use that right now? Because the Square Joker is just... I want to build that more. And that's a little bit more important to me right now, so... Now, I was about to get worried that it suddenly turned into a 2-pair, but I think that would still win. I think my numbers are good enough for that, but I could be wrong. This is about the time where I want to start picking up some new stuff. And we'll take a throwback. That's fine, actually. That's shockingly good, really. And just start absolutely rolling in the dough here. Take that. Move forward. Yeah, so I could... I think I could quite fairly take a skip on that next one and just power up throwback a little bit more. Like, it really seems like we're actually kind of making good numbers at the moment. On this and on the Green Joker and everything. Like, I feel like we're in good shape, which is a rare thing for me to say. And whatever, the tooth is just going to cost us money. We've played most of this run with no cash whatsoever, basically. So, that's fine. Skip for the negative. And we could get something real silly. My fingers are crossed. And off we go. Off to the races. What did we get? It's a negative scary face. That is very, very good. We'll take that. Okay. Arguably, that may not be the play. So, this only lasts for 5 rounds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, so we'll skip for a negative. As I continue to, like, endanger my own run. It's fine, it's fine. This is not necessarily, like, a smart strategy, but it's paying off so far. Probably because of the strength of this, and, like, all these polychromes. Reroll. Wow, alright, game. You really want to make this much of a problem. But sure, we'll take a Seance, which is actually useless. That doesn't do anything for us at all here. Which I think is kind of funny, but also... Boo. Do that. Next, here we go. Oh, there's our money back into a position where it's all sorted, so... Nice. Yeah, we win this on this, so... We would have won on whatever hand we played, so I wanted to make sure that I got the strong one. Now, just a second here. Open this. Take a Pluto. Obviously, we want to make sure that we actually use the pair. Now, take a 2-pair, I guess? I want to see what my boss coming up here is. Oh, that is a little bit scary. So, grab that. Things could get a little bit hairy coming up here. Actually, I'm less worried than all that, because, yeah, I guess as long as we get consistent pairs, we're probably going to be in the clear. Probably. Ooh, game. Oh. I cannot take that. There's no space for that. And there's no, there's no ectoplasm right now. So that hurts my guts a little bit. That would be such a great thing. I could finish this on this run. And then I could just be like, well, now I can go play the game for real, I guess. You know, that old bit, that old chestnut. But unfortunately, it simply is not viable to do. Ah, rip the glass card. Well, it was fun while it lasted. Alright, come on, game. Give me that. Give me that hiker as a negative real quick. Come on. You know you want to. Or perhaps you don't, but I want you to. Take that. It'd be quite powerful if we draw into it, right? Because that's even better than our single pair. And by a good chunk, too. Three of a kind is... That's never going to measure up, so... Pass. That's also not strong enough. Pass. Dang, I was hoping for just a little bit more of a boost, but... No good. We press on. And we just go with as many of our big hands as we possibly can here. God, we are just not scoring the kind of numbers we need here. This is beyond just a problem. And that's not going to save us. But at least I tried. Oh, dang it. Everything was looking so good. And that is a big part of why I said we can't take the hiker. Because as much as it would be nice, the game was never going to be nice. It's not giving us that. Don't be ridiculous. I mean, we should be quite happy with what we're at now. And to be fair, I am quite happy with what we're at now. Like, we got a lot today. This should get us out. Yes. At this point, I no longer even do those calcs, I just hope. Take that. Speaking of just hoping, I just hope that this continues to, well, immediately draw me a thing. I could really use it being a regular recurring thing to get those hands easily. Discard a king. We discarded a king. So we're going to keep those over there. Taking a drink of water. Roll, sell, and we didn't get anything. Well, oh well. Oh hey, this should still get us out. Yeah. On the other hand, I'm not necessarily confident that it's going to keep working, but this might do it. Three of kind, because that actually works with what we're doing right now, so yeah. Alright, take the red card. Open, skip, proceed. Are those different color? It's not really necessary, but we'll do it anyway. Oh, man. Excuse me. And that hand becomes stronger with the stone card. Thank you, game. By that, I mean... Ugh. That, and skip. Going here, and skip. enough cards to get us there, so good enough. Take that. Here. Yeah, skip just to buff there. So this is a pretty good, like, single slot for us. As long as the game actually gives us a halfway decent hand here. Oh, well, we escaped somehow. I was not expecting us to, but I guess our red card must actually be in really good shape. We're not in a great position money-wise, so I'm doing that. And I don't need the negative right now. Just set up with Mary Andy. That seems decent enough. It's a usable card. It's not my favorite, but it's fine. We can go in here, we can take one Joker, and then we can fuck off. But, oh boy, none of these are really lighting my world on fire here. I guess Green Joker, even though it's coming up this late. Sell the Mary Andy, because in that case, well... Wow, you really want that? Well, I guess we did skip, like, the entire ante, didn't we, basically, so... Things are catching up to us a little bit. And fair enough. Skip. Skip. Now, that orbital tag is not doing it for me. Hold on to that. And go forward. Unfortunately, I think we die here. Because, yeah, we didn't have a 3 of a kind there. So we didn't get the boost from that. Again, picking up Green Joker that late, I don't like that. I don't like that this one charges us, but it is spare pants, so it's like, it's good. Kinda. Take the smiley face. We might see the Joker we're looking for. We also might not, but... You know, we might. It could happen. I have a feeling that this is gonna, yeah, it's gonna be a one-hander. So that's fine as long as we just still try to build it at a steady rate. Business card, okay. See, now we're starting to build up a suite of things that are useful. Hey, nice perfect there. That's fun. Going here. Come on. No. Should have at least taken the banner and resold it immediately for the small amount of money that it's worth. Oh well. Didn't plan it through properly. These things happen. I do that with far more regularity than I should. Grab that. And off we go. Do that. Obviously, we just put our red seal on any of the face cards basically at random. I was hopeful. Come on. Hey, full house. That is a 2-pair, so it counts. It works. Gave me a little bit of cash. Hey, we'll take this for now. And I won't like it very much, but I'll take it anyway. And this should round us out for a little bit. Well, I'll take that negative tag, it will. Come on, game. Give me at least... Yeah, I was going to say at least one proc for the $2. Come on. Our econ is very good right now, but that is admittedly about all we've got. Oh, Obelisk is going to end up being very funny because it's just going to bounce around pretty much at random here. Aside from buffing out our 2-pair, which, like, obviously, because obviously we've played a bunch of those. Like, why the hell wouldn't we? News that has our numbers looking here. Decent, I think. Grab some money. Grab that. Grab that. And of course we want the paintbrush. Obviously, I mean... And yeah, okay, we reset the obelisk, but that's okay. Quite frankly, we don't need this most of the time, for now at least. I can't wait for us to run into the plant and then I have to just be like, oh, I gotta scramble here to make this work. Okay, our boss here is the house. I gotcha. Can sell that now and take this. I feel combos very nicely with all the crap we've got here. That. Alright, I think our money is good enough that I don't need that right now, so I can pick up the blueprint and just use that. That went king. Couple of quick rerolls. Yeah, I guess we'll grab that as well. Next. Right, this is why I really decided that I didn't need that, is because this is happening. Insert a Sonic Adventure 1 joke here. For all the people who don't understand how certain old phrases work, you know. Alright, well, we managed to get out of this while building up the pants pretty well, actually. So, nice. And once again, making a pretty big buffer for us to be able to take advantage with Obelisk. I think what I'd like to try to do would be to, like, pivot to just regular pairs. After we've cranked the trousers up a little better. And I guess if we can get a couple more Mercuries to show up. Oh, right, we don't have to worry about skipping discards now. Because we're already free of delayed gratification. What a terrible card. I'm glad I don't have to think about it for a while now. I was waiting for it to show up in the shop immediately afterwards so I could just scream. Just because it would be terribly rude of the game. And I guess I didn't specify any further than like, oh yeah, I just don't have to think about it anymore. Do this. I could have full house there, but I want to have a much bigger buffer for once I start pivoting, which I should do sometime soon. I think at this point we're kind of buffered enough for that to be a perfectly fair time for us to be like, yeah, I gotta start playing something else. If the game wants to keep throwing those at me, then believe you me, I will be quite happy. Take that. Oh, how I wish I could put that thing to use, but unfortunately, that's not such a thing this time. That, and go. I really should have arranged my cards there. Whoops. Look at me forgetting how to play the game. Yep, cutting it a little close there, but we're fine. We had a thing set up. Playing the kings would have been smarter there, but at least just to give me a chance at another $2. Or another chance for an extra $2. Whatever, however you want to say it. I don't know. It's fine, though. It's fine. I swear. Oh, nice. Oh, wow. Okay. Run in for that, so we wanted to... Yeah, it gives us more chances for the $20. Wow, I like how the one that was getting multi-procced didn't activate whatsoever. That's there's something kind of funny about that, at least to me. Nice. Nice, 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 nice. Take the tower. Now is when I just start looking at these just in case one of the cards that I don't have is in here. Justice and roll. Very nice. All the way up to 1.2 mil. That's fun. Unfortunately, less fun is the fact that I don't have access to anything that'll give me more Joker spaces here. Oh god, the money that we're getting out of that. That's amazing. I saw multiple $20 procs in that one. If only we had the cat to, like, really make this a completely disgusting run. Unfortunately, the thing that's kind of making me a little disgusted here with this run is the fact that I'm about to end it with no new Jokers to show for it with gold stamps. And we're this close to getting everything, so that does slightly hurt my feelings, I guess, but yeah, go for the straight. I mean, I guess that things would be a little bit hard if we dumped the hanging Chad, but our boss is that one, so we're not going to be able to play off of any of our actual cards anyway, so we're about to not have such a fun time with that. As we're going to end up with multiple Jokers here that are just literally doing nothing for us. Which, I mean, I love that. That's always really funny. But even saying those words did kind of make me puke in my mouth a little bit. Not literally, but that was certainly the feeling a little bit. All right, now hold on to that because we haven't played a single flush this entire game. Okay, sell it and go for the Pareidolia. We're about to kill the run for this, but on the other hand, it's like, hey, trust me, this is... We're having a big welcome to Jackass moment right now. And I'm gonna tell you something, I feel shockingly confident in my ability to get anything out of this. I should not, but I still kind of do. Oh yeah, this feels makeable at this point. Like, as long as the game continues to feed me exactly what I need, and I don't have a sudden power outage. Yeah! We've only got one more to go. Which means that I am so sorely tempted to just record a video of me going for it offline and then posting it on YouTube. Because goodness knows that if I go and quest for that on stream, it'll either happen instantaneously and then I'll be left sitting there, you know, like, oh, what am I going to do for the next 2+ hours of session? that I have for that day, or it will go several sessions with literally never showing up. And neither of those are particularly, like, fun possibilities, I feel. That's not good television. I mean, the other possibility is that I literally just, like, do resets until I find Hiker. Which also kind of sounds like not really anybody's idea of fun. But listen, audience, I am willing to torture you for my own entertainment. I don't know if you should say that. Listen, it's fine. Everybody's used to it. Everybody who's ever watched the stream knows that that's how everyone who streams is, I'm pretty sure. I'm assuming, anyway. Right, grab that. Go in here. And kind of just see crap, but we'll take that. That's usable-ish. That would have been nice to have earlier, but whatever, game. You are the boss here. And I don't even mean that in like a Springsteen kind of way. But we'll start out by trancing that and take this, which should still be like a viable amount of points. We'll go for the 3 of a kind plays. Those seem like they're usable. Mostly usable. Semi. Oh! Well. Okay then, game. That works for me. As is that $10. That glass card is not particularly the thing that excites me very much, but oh well. We skip for a different tag. Ah, no dead king for us. Oh well. There's a joke here about current events, but I won't make it because that might get me in trouble. Unfortunately, I think even alluding to it might not necessarily be the smartest move, but hey. Throwback. Yes, we'll take the throwback, at least for now. Well, hallucination is obviously the one that would go, right? Like, that's not at all our strongest. That's not contributing to our score. Nice. Oh yeah, move that over. You fool. You idiot. That's... Hey, cryptid. Nice, and the game gives us a reason to use it immediately. Hell yeah. Game knows what we like, kind of. I'm actually going to chuck out the aces here because we have a bit of a minor issue here of our next boss is the pillar. So we want our aces to be able to like easy clear that. So, don't play them. Take the money. Take that. Go in here. Take that. Don't need that $1 bill. Paintbrush. Quick reroll. Skip for the negative tag. And yeah, go ahead and just keep buffing that thing up. That's always perfectly acceptable. Yeah. So, we didn't even need the aces, shockingly. That's a perfectly fine thing to have, is having the negative slot. So, take that and move on. What's our king stack looking? Okay, there's 4 of them. I figured as much, but I wasn't completely sure. And already hitting a score over 100 grand. That's pretty nice. This is a run where the funny things are happening, I see. That's going to time out very soon. Take that. Can that double proc? That can double proc. Alright. I mean, it very well might have there, and then I just failed to give it a shot. Whoops. Go in here and give me the money. Reroll. And reroll. I'll take the Hanged Man and go there. Destroy those. That. Oh well, we lost a king. It's fine. The way this game acts, we were not going to pull strength at the same time that we got the king anyway, so. Yeah. Sell that. Buy that. Use that, and move forward. No repeat hand types this round. Go for the full house. We broke one. Unfortunately, it was a king and not the 2. But I'm sure that I'll be able to live with that. Like, oh well. Game is really feeding me these 3 of a kind buffs very heavily. I still have my planet card seal in here. So we're gonna try and dig that out real quick. And nothing doing. Just give me all of that. Oh, right, I forgot. This one's on a timer. I wasn't paying attention to that. Oops. Well. Cool. Get that. And skip for that. The money will actually be quite helpful. Yeah. Rather unfortunate that that's going to time out, but I guess at least it will stop bleeding us after that point. I just sell it now? I think I just sell it now, really. Buy that. Buy that. And start checking these booster packs. Pick that up. Sell that immediately. Oh. Oh well. Grab Deja Vu and move on. I probably could have, and in fact should have, taken that other thing that was there. The... You know, the planet card, but... I didn't think that through. Right. Nice. Unfortunately, no break, but that's okay. The break would just be nice for reasons of thinning down the deck. Wow, fat lot of good this thing has done me the whole game. Move, buy and use, and its superposition. Ew. Positively disgusting. An absolutely terrible Joker. The real Joker is whoever continues to leave that in the game. Wait. Yeah, take that. That'll do. Oh, hey, look. Who's back already? Thank you, game. That's very funny. And by that, I mean... very weird. Yeah, sure, we'll take that, I guess. And that's really not doing anything for me, so that can go straight to hell. Nice. Again, just keep cranking this thing up. And as long as we can put everything we've got to use here. Take that, because always end up playing a lot of those because we have to use them as discards, basically. Skip that for a thing here, and it's a little underwhelming. Unfortunately, I really wish that they would give you the, like, double-sized spectral packs for that, but... nope. No such luck. Well, that's good. We're at least getting out of that pretty easily. Oh, hi, Blueprint. This one is, like, the actual correct one this time. Nice. Flip and shuffle all jokers. I disdain that mentally. Wait, no, I have a chance to get another thing. Unfortunately, it didn't come up, but oh well. Yeah, the sheer power of this in this situation is just, like, incredible. Incroyable. That's nice, game. Not what I need. Ah, darn it. Well, we're gonna be ending this on another run where I don't get any new jokers. Oh well. Settings. Set our game speed down so that way we can take a crack at where our shuffle is. Alright, so that'll be that. Unfortunately, I mean, at this point, I think we just kind of win as long as we actually draw some fucking aces. Which is kind of the concerning part, is the game is like, by the way, I no longer know what 3 of a kind is. Oh my god, I might lose this one just on the basis of just bad RNG. Yeah, we lost it on the basis of bad RNG. If we had drawn one more of any of the cards there that we had 2 of, we would have won it. It wouldn't have mattered anyway because we didn't have the one joker that we're missing in there. But that is kind of like, oh, well, that's a little disappointing.